Steve and I are going out later tonight, that's why I'm all dressed up, to Hayley's new school for an induction just for parents. But before we go, I wanted to jump on and do a little Q&A with you guys. And obviously, being Vlogmas, it's all about Christmas. When I'm done, I will have the questions in the description below. I actually got most of these questions from another vlogger that I've just recently met when I was Googling questions for Christmas, and I'll put her link below as well. But I just want to know what you guys would say to some of these questions, so leave a comment below and let me know. Alright, let's get on to the video. So first question is, do you open gifts on Christmas Eve? No, we don't. It's never been a tradition in my family or my husband's family. I would love for the kids to be able to open like a little box of like movies and books and things, but it was kind of, yeah, a thing that just never happened. So no, we don't. We leave it all till Christmas Day. Have you finished Christmas shopping? I wish I had finished Christmas shopping. Normally, probably, except for the last now 4 years in a row, normally I have all my Christmas shopping done by like September, October, because Hayley's birthday is obviously beginning of November, so I like to go to the toy sales really early, like in the middle of the year, and buy things, like especially, as I said, just for her, and then we just divide it up between birthday and Christmas, and then while we're there we just lay by heaps of stuff for everybody else as well, and then it just sits at home in our hiding spot till I'm ready to wrap it and give to everybody on Christmas Day. But as I said, yeah, the last 4 years, for some reason, I just haven't got organised. I don't know. So hopefully next year, 2019, is going to be my year to get back into being organised and, you know, writing Christmas cards early and all those things. Like, I haven't even done that yet, which is just crazy because, as I said, I like being organised with this kind of stuff. So it kind of does my head in that I am so light with this. So when do I start getting excited about Christmas? I'm always excited about Christmas, whether it's January or like November, but definitely after probably either like my husband's birthday, which is like mid-November, or my brother's birthday, which is like a couple of days after his. But I know like once their birthdays have come, and like obviously Hayley's as well, but once their birthdays have come and gone, I know it's like full Christmas mode. But I try and stay with tradition and not put up the Christmas tree till the 1st of December, even though I pleaded with Steve this year to let us put up the Christmas tree early. It didn't happen, and then he ended up working on the 1st of December, and I wanted him to be home to like help and, you know, like decorate with all of us and everything. So we kind of actually waited to the 2nd, so we were a day late, but that's okay, that's fine. It's still up and it looks good, and I just love like putting up Christmas trees. It's so much fun, even though it's really hard work because our Christmas tree is really tall. I can't reach like up to a certain point, like my arms only go so far. So the day after, like my back just kills me. So today it's just like I can't move hardly. It's horrible, but it's up and I don't have to get it down. Steve will get it down for me. So it's only a day of pain and it's so worth it, definitely. But next year I think I might. Where do you usually spend Christmas? So Christmas usually is here in Tasmania, whether that was at my parents' house, at my nan's house, or here. Last year it was with my sister-in-law and my brother. We went there for like a kind of like brunch type thing. And then Steve, Hayley, Alex and I came back home and had Christmas lunch here, just ourselves. This year we are going to hold it here. So my mum, my husband's parents, and other family will hopefully be joining us as well. We have done a couple in Melbourne with his family. Actually, I think we've actually done 2. We did one when Hayley was 2, and then we did one when Alex was 4 months old. So probably next year again we might be back in Melbourne for Christmas because that's just so much fun, and it's nice to spend not just 2 or 3 days or a week or 2 weeks with the family. Like when we went over when Alex was 4 months old, we went for 3 weeks, and so that was lovely to catch up with my other sister-in-law's family. Some of them I'd never even met, and it was just lovely to meet them and to hang out with them for a couple of days and to get to know the family a bit more that I haven't really had much time with. So that was a lot of fun, and to see the kids, interact with their grandparents and their uncles and aunties, and my husband to spend time with his family again, because obviously it's been a few years. So that was a lot of fun, and as I said, hopefully next year we'll be back there again. What holiday traditions you're looking forward to? We love to sit down Christmas Eve and also on Christmas Day, and watch Christmassy movies, and that's just so much fun. And like just playing with toys, and growing up, that was just the best. And the same thing, now that I've had kids, I just love watching them play with everything and just enjoy, spending time with family. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Unfortunately, I have a fake one. I would love to have a real one, but they are quite hard, I believe, to get in Tasmania. Like, I don't know anybody that sells them. Like, it's not like America that they have like huge, big, spaces where they like sell Christmas trees, real Christmas trees. So, unfortunately, unless I was to go chop down something in like the forest, then yeah, no, unfortunately, ours is fake. What is your favourite Christmas song? Wow, I have so many. From Jingle Bells to, Michael Bublé to Mariah Carey singing. I just love it all because it makes me happy, and that's the whole point of Christmas songs. But no, I don't have one particular favourite, I don't think. No, not really. Favourite holiday food? I'm someone that doesn't like a Christmas pudding or Christmas cake, whatever you want to call it. Never have, probably never will. So I love like my pavlovas with all the fruit and things like that on it. But main meal, probably I love my roast chicken with all the veggies and gravy and all that kind of stuff. It's just the best, and I look forward to it every year. It was actually really easy for me to answer. Be honest, do you like giving presents or receiving presents? I would hand down say, especially now that I'm a mum, giving presents. Like, I just love, not only my mum and my husband and everybody, opening presents, but watching my kids, especially now Alex is now 2.5. So he's starting to, know who Santa is and recognise like a picture and stuff. Like, we haven't taken them to see Santa this year, only because I just don't want to be one of those parents that has to like drag the kids away because he's screaming. So, because he kind of did that last year. But like every, like these little Santas, that I've got dotted around the house and on a Christmas card or on a poster or something, he just loves looking at Santa, and I just can't wait for them to open up their presents and just see their looks on their faces. It's like honestly the best. You think when you're a kid it's the best Christmases, but once you've had kids, honestly, it's a whole nother level. It's amazing, and I look forward to it every year. It's my favourite time of year, definitely. So this kind of goes along with the last question. What is your favourite thing about Christmas? So I have two. I have the lead up into Christmas, so like the decorating and, buying the presents, and like I'm somebody that wants to put like a lot of thought into a present. Like, even if it's something little or it's something big, like I put a lot of time and effort into, and sometimes a lot of money into buying something specifically for them. Like, if I know that, my mum's just moved out, and she's living on her own, in her own little 2-bedroom house, and if I can see something that she needs for the house, I will go and, specifically buy it for that reason. Or, my father-in-law, I've got a couple of ideas that I think, it's something that I want to buy, something that people will use or people will love and keep forever. And same with the kids. Like, Alex is a little bit harder because he's so young, but like, so he's easy to buy like toys and stuff with that way. But I mean, like, to buy him something that he will love and cherish forever is quite hard at 2.5. where Hayley, again, is hard because of the age. I am finding it, like, I'm still asking her, like, every day, what do you want for Christmas? Because I don't know, Dad doesn't know, Grandpa doesn't know, Nan doesn't know, Santa doesn't even know. So I'm kind of struggling with her at the moment. I have got a few ideas for her, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens with her. No idea. But I just want to, as I said, like, buy something that's, like, sentimental to her, and, you know, something that she'll keep and, you know, maybe even pass down. It would be, you know, she's that kind of age where she doesn't need toys and she doesn't need, you know, all these different things. So yeah, hopefully we'll find something for her soon, or she'll at least let me know what she wants. Would be good, because she's about the only one I need to buy for now, and then I'm hopefully done. Then, as I said, watching my kids open their gifts is just the best thing ever on Christmas morning. I just love it. And all during the day when family and friends and we catch up with everybody, it's just the best time of year, and I just love watching them, and their faces is just priceless. Definitely. Have a look and see if I can get somebody professional to come and do our tree, just because it'll save my back and it will look just so much better than, you know, what the average person can do. And, you know, I have this vision in my mind of how I want my tree to look, and I just can't get it. So I'm definitely going to have a look and see if I can find somebody. So if anyone knows anybody, or you are in Tassie and you can come do that for me, let me know in the comments below, because I want to get in contact with you and I will book you for next Christmas. Definitely. What is the best Christmas gift I've ever received? I know it sounds really bad, but there's nothing like in my childhood that sticks out, like, that I can think of right now. But definitely one of the latest gifts that I was given for Christmas was actually finding out I was pregnant with Alexander back on Christmas Day in 2015. I found out I was pregnant with him, so that was pretty cool. And it just seems to be like special days like that I find out I'm pregnant with my kids. You know, Hayley was Mother's Day, and Alex was Christmas Day, so that was pretty special and something I will never forget. What would your dream location be to visit for Christmas? Definitely either America, because of the snow and how amazing that would be. Like, I don't like the cold, but that would just be amazing. Or probably the UK, just because they have so many amazing lights around, and it's not like Australia. Like, we don't do, you know, we do a couple of houses and things, but, you know, it's not as big, you know, Christmas here than it is in the UK and in America. So I would love to, in my lifetime, at least experience one of those. So hopefully one day I will get to do that, and I get to take the kids and Steve, and that would just be fantastic. Definitely. I want to see some, like, real Christmas celebrations. Like, it's not like in Australia, you know. But yeah, maybe one day. My most memorable Christmas would have to be now, definitely the last one I had with my nan. And now knowing, like, especially that was my last Christmas with her. I'll never forget that Christmas. We just didn't expect it at all. So that was really hard when it happened. And when she did die, it wasn't long before Christmas the next year. So Christmas is kind of exciting, but I kind of still feel like very lonely, because I don't have her. I've always had her at Christmas time, you know, whether she was, you know, at my mum and dad's place when we used to have Christmas down there, or when, you know, we'd go for, like, lunch or dinner at her place. Like, she just did the most amazing Christmas days. I will never forget those, and hopefully my kids get to experience that, you know, in their lifetime, because that's something they will never forget for sure. You've been granted one Christmas wish. My Christmas wish would definitely be to have my nan here, even if it was just for one last Christmas day. You know, there's a truck. You know, she never got to meet Alex, and Hayley was like 2.5, nearly 3 when she died, so Hayley doesn't really remember her. But no, that would be definitely my wish, to have my nan back for sure, and just be at her place like the good old days, as I said. But like all of us grown up and me having my kids and just all go to her place and have Christmas, that would just be really, really cool. Are you a pro at wrapping gifts or not? I would like to think I am, but unfortunately most do okay, but there are a few that I do struggle with, just because not everything comes in a square box. So if everything came in a square box, it would just be great, because they are a lot easier to decorate and wrap. But I try, to make it look as nice, because I want it not to only look nice under our tree, but also when you're giving the gift, I want it to look as nice as possible, because you've not only then put all your time and effort, as I said, to buying this gift specifically for this person, but you've also taken the time to wrap it nicely. So it kind of just shows that they mean a lot to you, more than just kind of just quickly wrapping it like a 2-year-old would, kind of. So I do try, but it depends on how much time I have. Like if I leave it to the last minute, I do struggle. So I want to try and get them done like as soon as possible, and have them sitting under the tree for a while. But probably not the kids' ones this year. I probably will still hide them, but they'll be wrapped. But everybody else's I would like to have done, so that they look nice. So we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to look at doing a video in the next week or two, sitting down, getting the camera and vlogging me wrapping some presents and finally writing my Christmas cards. How do you see Christmas as a parent? Well, that's easy. I've been a parent for 10 years. So it's definitely tricky. As I said, like buying for a preteen is really, really hard, especially a girl. Like, boys, I can buy them a bike and I can buy them, soccer stuff or football stuff or whatever. But, yeah, she's into dancing. But, I don't know, girls just seem to be really hard to buy for at this time in their life. So, but I just love doing that. So that's so much fun. So how has Christmas changed for me? Over the years, it's changed a lot. Obviously, as I said, not having my nan around, so not being able to go to her place, and have like my mum and my dad together and my brother there and me and like my pop and my nan, and like she used to even invite like her next door neighbours, and her daughter would come, and just we'd have heaps of people around the table, and that was just the best. But now, as I said, it's kind of like we all take turns of like whose house it's going to be. As I said, this year is our year, and I am so excited, especially as I said, Steve's parents are coming down from Victoria, so that's going to be really cool to have them. It's been a few years since they've been down for Christmas. So, but as I said, like now it's kind of just the dynamics changing. It's like now we are kind of the ones, Steve and I are kind of the ones that have Christmas now. So even if we didn't have anybody here and we went to someone else's house, we still want to come back home and have that Christmas just together. So I know, and again, like in 10, 15 years, it's going to change again, because, and they're married and they're having kids, like it's going to change even more. And as we get older, it's just, it's always going to change. It sucks, but, it kind of just happens all of a sudden. And it wasn't until kind of I read this question and I realised like how much it changed, because for me, when I was little, even though, I loved being with my family and especially, you said, my nan, I was never really a lover of Christmas until I had my own kids. And then that's what made me realise that actually Christmas has changed for me a lot. And I know it's going to change, but it's for the best, I suppose. And, as long as everyone's having a good time and we're all together, then that's all that matters. What theme am I going for this year? On my main tree and in other decorations, except for this one here, I've gone for the last 2 years now more traditional, so red, white and gold, or rose gold. But in previous years, like this little tree here, I actually had big baubles that went on the main tree, the one that Hayley's got now in her room that you guys saw yesterday in yesterday's vlog. And I loved those for a little while, but I kind of went, I've had enough. I need something different. So next year again, it might be completely different. Who knows? But I try and stay with one at least for a couple of years before I kind of seem to get bored with the colour scheme and things. So I know I did, what was that? That would have been 2013, 2014, maybe even earlier. Maybe 2013. I did like a Christmas Wonderland. That's when we had Christmas here as well, with Steve's mum and dad, and all my family came. And so I had like blue and white everywhere. So that was really pretty. I really enjoyed, making snowflakes and all the, Christmassy, snowy kind of, as I said, because here in Australia, technically today it's not the greatest weather outside, but technically it is summer. So we don't have like snow and stuff at Christmas. So to have that kind of in the house, that was really cool. So, but I do love my traditional Christmases because it just reminds me of, as I said, like my nan's Christmas trees and things like that. Like she was always really traditional with her colours and her themes and things like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens next year. I might be completely different. As I said, I get bored with one particular theme and I tend to change it a lot. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this little Q&A all about Christmas. I hope you've been enjoying the Vlogmases so far. I've had so much fun filming them. I've got another one going up tomorrow. Obviously, I can't wait to show you guys what else we've got in store in the next couple of vlogs. I've got a few things coming up that I'll try and integrate. They may not be focused on Christmas, but they're happening in the next couple of weeks. So I'm just going to video them anyway, whether they're Christmas related or not. But I hope you guys, as I said, enjoyed, and I look forward to reading all your comments on the answers that you would have given for this Q&A. Or if you would like to do a Vlogmas Q&A, then, feel free to answer some of these questions that I've done. There are so many other questions that I could have done, but don't forget to let me know and I'll go and check out your video and your answers as well. Alright guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.